There we go. I just tried and it kicked me right out of there. So hello and welcome in. I am Tammy Neff and you're on my page called Tammy Loves Vintage. And I wanted to go live with you to show you some things that I found this weekend while shopping. And I had 3 people ask if I was going to share. They all private messaged me at different times. And I said, well, I wasn't going to, but since there was so much interest, 3 people's not a lot, but it's still some interest. And I'm thinking not everyone's brave enough to ask. So I thought, what the heck, I'll just go on and show some things. I know whenever I do this, sometimes it helps you guys know what you might want to look for, or what you do with something that you may not know what it is. I pretty much found things that we have been picking up a lot at the different shows I've been going to. So there wasn't a lot of really different things, but it's been a long time since I've done a haul with you guys. So anyway, let's do it. I saw that Heidi was right after I sent go. Heidi at Joyful Artistry by Heidi is going to have she's doing something. I saw it pop up, something at 7. I was just looking. She's selling packets. So anyway, you can jump over there and catch the replay. I don't want. So anyway, let's get started. The first thing, let me see. So I've been laying this. This table has been a perpetual sale table. I have filled it with items that I pull from time to time to do sales in my group. And then every once in a while, I'll bring a sale into you guys as well. But anyway, so it's kind of a mix. I just kind of put it wherever I have room. So I'm going to go through, oh, good, Karen. I'm so glad. That's what they were saying. They were like, oh, I can't believe you're not going to go live. So anyway, I'm going to try and fork through all of this and see what I bought, as opposed to what I bought at other events, other shows. Yeah, and I don't have everything that I'm keeping put away. I did buy a pinch of postcards. I put those away. And my linens, I have from the last 3 or 4 shows, I have stacked. Linens are all those bags and stacks, and they go around, and they're all, I've sorted them, quilt pieces, clothing pieces, mostly collars and sleeve cuffs, baby things, small doilies, 8-inch doilies, large doilies, table runners. I can't think of what else is in here. Let's see, napkins, lace. This whole bag is all antique lace. And then I have a bag of wide lace. So yeah, that's pretty much, so yeah, I have a lot of that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to go through all of that. It's too much to go through. Like I said, I've been collecting it for quite a while, and I haven't done a sale in a while for it. But I did pick up some envelopes. Now, I like to look for the envelopes. These are like the best envelopes you can find is when they have stamps on them. So yeah, and none of these are perfect, and I'll show you why. So I do not have an absolutely perfect envelope to show you. For me, a perfect envelope is black writing, faded, stamped with a stamp and a postmark. And those are like the envelope criteria. And then it's awesome if it has a letter inside. So those are like, if it has a letter inside, black writing, a postmark, a stamp, that's like the best envelope you can find. So this one was pencil, but I liked the patina on it. It did have a letter inside, and I've got old stamps that I've bought. You can buy them sometimes in bags. I've sold them to you guys before. So I can attach stamps to these, but these all had letters inside, so I grabbed them. They're all, someone has taken the stamps off of all of these. So I went ahead and grabbed those. Now, I saw these and I thought they were quite interesting because there's a lot of writing on them. And so for journal people, when you're making pockets, you know, you would just cut this side so you could make a pocket. But that's a really interesting, not only is it handwriting, but it's got, you know, the postmark, it's got the return address, and it's got writing, and it's got typing. It's just got all of the things. And then this one is even more because it has the window. See the window and then all of that writing. I just thought that was really, a lot of times you'll find them, they're very white and kind of boring. I've never bought, I've never seen them with all of this writing and notes on it. So this gold paper will come out, and that'll leave you with a nice little window to put, you know, to show something through. So there were quite a few of these. This one was awesome. Look at the tiny window on that one. And all of the black writing. So love that one. And here's another one with a little window. So when you get that pink out of there, I think it's going to have a great look. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. So there, see how neutral it becomes, and then it's got all of the black. So then if I put it onto my black photograph paper from old books, I just think it's very cool. This one has a bigger window than normal. So anyway, I picked up a pinch of those. There was just a few here, not very many. There was just that many. So I grabbed those. And then these, Julie found these. They were laying there in these colorful envelopes, and someone had taken, you know, the envelopes apart, and I just kind of buzzed right over them. But she got to looking at them, and she said, these are in a different language. And sure enough, they are all written on the paper. So we didn't buy them for the envelopes. On the inside, the writing is like on really thin paper, like I would call it onion skin. I know it's got a name. Excuse me. But it's all in another language. I know it's backwards and I can't do anything about that. But so that was very cool. So I bought the little letters that he had laying there. There's more. But the writing is beautiful and tiny and sweet. So, but I couldn't tell you anything about what it says. He said to Google, take a picture of it with your Google, whatever, Google Lens and translate it. But anyway, so yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful writings. So that's why I bought these envelopes. These envelopes are nothing exciting. Someone has ripped off the most part of it. I have had these typed before with love letters from a guy to his wife. I had like a whole box full of them. Joan Records, that's in my group, she found them for me, and she asked me if I wanted her to pick them up for me, and so I did, and I paid her to send them. It was pretty great. This was something that I found. I thought this was quite interesting, and it says German fire insurance company from Wheeling, West Virginia, cash capital paid up to $100,000. But I thought it had a great look to it, and like the back of it is, you know, kind of yucky. And this tag is off of something else. Okay. I found this book. I picked up a couple of photo albums. I don't know what I did with, there's the other side of this cover. Oh, is this it? No. The other side of this cover is here somewhere. This will be a keeper for me. I love when I find, Joan found one of these for me a while ago, and it inspired me to make some journals using this black paper, and I really loved it. So I feel like it's the same person, but there's no way it could be. She did the same thing with the white writing on the black paper. Oh, I see, Renee. Well, that makes perfect sense. This picture's beautiful. It's in color, but it's not color. It's like they painted it. But anyway, she's got, oh, these say me, me, me. So this is her book. And then this must be her friends or her family. But isn't that so neat for a page in a book, or like for on a page in a book? But I just think it's beautiful. So I loved that, made that book extra special. Even though the book was falling apart, you can see it's not in great shape. It was a great book to me. I did find a bunch of little books, so I'm just starting at the book end. When I unload it, I kind of tried to sort it out here at my table, but I love to find these calendar type books. I'm trying to find, I'll let you guys look too. But books like this, I love that. I love that. And I'm hoping that it's right there. I see it. Oh my gosh. I read last night this guy's diary. I was reading the whole thing. But anyway, so love that one. It's got like a leather cover, cute little size. And then I have a bunch of these books from, oh, she's beautiful, from 1921. Now he wrote 1924 in here. Clayton Garn from Gibsonburg, Ohio. And for the most part, a couple of these had a good bit of writing in them. You can see, and it's all in black. Like, this is wonderful. All of these pages are fantastic for crafting with. So that's a great one. Some of them don't have much writing, but the girls like to use like these blank pages. They like to use these in their journals for journaling. So I grabbed all of them that he had. You know, he has this one so much, and this one so much, and this was so much. And I'm like, well, how much for all of them? And that's what we did. So I was picking for you guys. So there's another blank. This one says memorandum, nothing super great, a lot of blank pages. 1929 is here again, some mostly blank pages, but they're all different years. And so I thought that was cool. And then here's another stack of those, 1914 and 1913. He's got some writing in there. Sometimes it's pricing. It's like, oh, that's cool, Karen. Sometimes it's pricing. Sometimes they've doodled. I don't know if you guys can tell. Sometimes they've doodled in them. Sometimes it's how much they paid for things. Like, it's like their expense ledgers. Sometimes they're diaries where they write their heart, you know. I don't know. Anyway, here's 1907, 1908, 1909. 1912 and 1913. He wrote all that, but didn't put very much in it. He started out strong. But anyway, so I have those. And then I picked up 3 really old McGuffey readers. Whenever you can get a McGuffey reader, those are always like a great book to work with, because the fonts are unusual and interesting. Instead of just writing a story, there's all kinds of things, you know, that are different in them. And I don't know why, but a lot of times these old McGuffey readers are, this is practical arithmetic. They're always a little bit more than the regular storybooks. I don't know why. Maybe one of you guys know and can tell us. Okay. Then let's see, what's this little stack right here? Oh, I loved her. Someone took this girl. They took a heart, piece of paper, cut it into a heart, put this girl on it, and then wrote a little message and made a card and wrote a little message inside. And it says, to all the pretty girls far and near, the prettiest is my mama dear. It's so sweet. I don't know. I just thought it was adorable. So I love that. And then, like, I picked up a few cabinet cards. Not very many. It looks like 3. I think I put a couple away already. But I was looking for the oval, and I have a lot with men. I have a lot with children. So I wanted some ladies. So I bought 3 ladies. And then what I like, the best cabinet cards for me are the small ones. I really am digging these little cabinet cards. Now, a lot of times they're tin type inside, which these are tin type, and I don't care, even if it's in decent shape and it's missing its person, I still grab them, because I can put my own person in there, my own thing in there. These were all $4 a piece, but which is kind of, I feel like it's kind of high for the little ones. Hi, Michelle. But they're hard to find. At least where I am, they're very hard to find. So Let's see, here's another little book. It's a banking book. Yeah, it's got some pink color in it. I kind of like that sometimes when you're doing a book with a little bit of color. I don't do a whole lot of them, but I did grab that one. It's a sweet little size. And you know, at worst, what a sweet little book to cover and make my own book out of. And it's a nice size. So, you know, that's something else to think about when you're looking through antique booths with books and papers and things like that. Okay, so this one has roses are red, violets are blue, you are sweet, and I like you. Howard McNally. By the sewer, she lived. By the sewer, she died. They called it murder, but it was suicide. Oh my gosh. Randy just came in. These must all be little things like that. This is an autograph book, and I don't know my autograph book. Oh, School Days Memories, November 8th. She doesn't say, it says number 8. School number 8. Maybe it's 8th grade. I don't know. Doesn't say. It has room for class officers. Of course I would read that one. 2 in a card, 2 little kisses, 2 weeks later, Mr. and Mrs. So it's like they all had to write a little poem or something. I don't know. I wish you lots of luck in Ben Franklin and in the future. Do well in your class. Your friend, Murray. To a real nice girl, lots of luck, Joyce. Anyway, I love reading that kind of stuff. Hi, Shayla. So here's the little book I was telling you about that I read last night. It says Engagements. And it's Russell Herald, 1913, December. It might be December 20th, 1913. And it's a little diary book. Oh, I hate that. There's all of his information, and it talks about like poisons and antidotes. And if you have an accident, like if there's drowning, sunstroke, lightning, venomous insects, stings, fainting, electrification, different things. And then here's the populations of all of the cities in 1913. Just interesting little factoids in the very beginning. High tide, low tide, pretty calendar pages. But then he gets into, I think he wrote on every freaking page here. Didn't he? In the beginning he did. Yeah, he let up a little bit there at the end, but in the he let up a little bit there, but in the very beginning, he was on it every day. He was a student. He studied all the time. He was on the debate team. He did a lot of roller skating. He went to a dance. He did a lot of dancing. I don't know. It was just, for all of the studying he did, he must have not been a very good student. He put in here one time of his grades. He got like 1A, 3 B's, and a C, and all he does in here is how much he studies. But he does do a lot with the debates team. But anyway, it was really interesting. And he did have a kiss. Like, I don't know if it was his first kiss, but he talked about a kiss. And then another time he kissed 8 girls at a dance. So it was so fun. I think Margaret. You just don't know what you're going to find. That's exactly right. It's like the thrill of the hunt, isn't it, Phyllis? All the things you purchase makes me... I know. You're right. They do throw things away. Yes, I know what you mean. So that was a good one. This was just it says a station yard book, and it was filled with envelopes and little papers and clippings, and all throughout the book it had all this. There's a Red Cross card and her nursing card, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. And then in this book was a lot of blank pages, and I liked it. I liked it because all of the pages were browned, but they weren't rippy, and for the most part they're all empty. So I thought that was interesting, and it was $25, but I thought it was a good book. Oh, I just spilled paper. Oh, and look at that. I want to show you this. Look at this. Hang on, I'm picking up. Boy, you can't reproduce that. So, where it looks like probably a little mouse or a moth or something ate it. Hi, Reese. So we've just been going over some books and things is all that you've missed. Okay, so there's that. Now, my very favorite book that I got, my very favorite, there's not a whole lot left, but if you guys are enjoying this, we'll keep going. But I do want to show you this one. This is like the coolest one. It is 1921, and it says National Diary, and it could not be in better shape. Wait until you see this. And I could not hardly read. I tried going through it and reading the writing. I did put all of the little pages and things that I found. Her dance card. It had her name card that you pass out. Her name is Miss Edith Amelia Hamilton. And there is her handwritten Edith Hamilton. Which I thought was very cool. And it's presented by her mother. But look at the writings in this book. It is insane. It's a mouse. That's what I guessed, but I wasn't sure if it was a mouse or a moth. Okay, now look at this. Page after page after page. Bless her freaking heart. I had a hard time reading it though. Her penmanship is so poor. I had a hard time reading it, but isn't that neat? I think that is so awesome. I think it's so awesome. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to snip some pages out of this one to craft with. Isn't that neat? Yes, Michelle, I think so too. I thought that was crazy. When I opened that book, I couldn't believe it. Let's see here. Oh, these were reproduction, but I grabbed them. They're reproduction, of course. The Congress Declaration and I don't know, something about the United States. But anyway, the papers are super old. Even though they're reproduction, you can see they're old. And I think, yes, and I think, you know, ripping them out and stuff, even though they're not originals, they're very cool. They're stained up and spotted up, and I don't have to do anything to them. So, yes, we do need to leave some stories behind. Okay, let's see. Another little tablet. It had pencil. I don't know, but there were a lot of blank pages. So again, this one was nice. I kind of paid up for this one, but it's a leather cover. The guy that sold it to me was all about the cover. Like, he didn't care about the pictures. And I'm like, but I was all about the pictures. Julie and I were both. They were really great. So I'm like, can I take the pictures and you keep the cover? But I decided just to take the whole thing. So anyway, we'll get started here. Let me find what was really, I don't know. It's just like the kid with the car and the mom, and there were really good. Lots of them with the car, people with the horse. There were some that were just really great. I don't know. They're just really, like, look at that one. I just thought it was awesome. Look at this one. They're just in great shape. The book was full of photographs. Let me see if I can find any more. I don't know. I mean, the fencing was pretty. See, I don't know. There was something about these where just felt top notch to me. Extra nice. Extra nice. But you know, I've got bags of photographs for you guys, but I don't know. Something about these were just extra. I don't know. I don't know why. I love them. Yeah, look at the little kids on the porch. I don't know. Love them. They're skiing. Look at this with the advertising signs behind them. Very cool. I don't know. Something about these pictures just did it for me. I don't know. So I wanted the pictures. Look, I don't know if you guys can see. I just think they're wonderful. So anyway, I bought that. And then this was a little book. I don't really know. It looked like all ads, but what caught my eye, it says senior record 1882. It's a senior record 1882, but the very first ad was wallpaper and borders, and then it talks about window shades and all that stuff. And that's what I paint houses and stuff. So that was interesting to me. I've hung wallpaper for years and years. And I have a decorate job tomorrow. We have some painting jobs coming up here. So yeah, I don't know. It just struck me, but I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was. This one's in rough shape. I don't know why I grabbed this one. Let's see if there's any reasoning towards it. A lot of old. Just a lot of neat old writing for crafting more than reading. Let's see. It's more about price. It's got prices and stuff in there, and then there's some blank pages that are nice to craft with as well. A lot of blanks, but a lot of writing. So yeah, this is a usable book for journaling. I keep calling it scrapbooking, I think, but I'm meaning journaling. Oops, what's this one? I haven't gone through everything. Oh yeah, I love when I find letters like this where they've used the ink well, like the ink, because when they start the pen, it's more full of ink than as they write the word out. So I think that's got a really interesting overall look. It's interesting. That's the word. And then there were little papers like this in there that I thought were good. Again, just interesting. For when you lay that over a regular book page, it just really is going to pop. So there were several of those, 3 or 4 of those. Let's see. And then this is just, oh yeah, this is so nice. I forgot about this. 1887, and again, it's just a bunch of writings, and then some of it was blank. Let's see. Oh, and there's a 4-leaf clover. How cool is that? Yeah, blank, blank, blank. So this would make a great little book. And then they have the writings in the back. Yeah, she started her writings in the back. So not a lot with writing on them, but the red velvet was in perfect condition. So that could be a journal already ready to go, really. Okay, oh, there's the cover for that first book I couldn't find. I laid it over on the desk. All right, let's see what this is. This is about, well, this is, I've got just a couple more. Yeah, 1923 in another language. I don't know what. I don't know what the language is. I cannot recognize it. It is not German. But the writings are just fabulous. Yeah, all throughout. And then there's a bunch of loose, really old pages. So, yeah. So that's this book. Hopefully you saw those celluloid frames I picked up to cover. It makes a, when I do a book, like let's say I'm going to do a journal, this is too small, but let's pretend this is bigger. Like it makes for an interesting thing to mount. That's too small, but an interesting thing here to mount onto, and that's almost too small. But you know, when I cover it how I want, it's kind of interesting. And it was $15. The last one I bought, I think, was like $9 or $10. The frame part was missing, but I thought it was cool. I see a craft. I see a craft with that. Then I found this one. It is all intact, and I loved the pages inside. A lot of times the pages inside are just plain brown, but look, this had like really pretty flowers for if you wanted to take it apart and make it a page in a journal. I thought that was really interesting. You can see without a picture in it how pretty. And then it had a few cabinet cards in it as well. I didn't really even look at the cabinet cards. I saw the pages in the book and thought they were really cool. So I grabbed, that's the only one of those I grabbed. And I have some things here on my table for our mystery box. That is coming up. The mystery box challenge with Chastita at Southern Custom Co. and Michelle at the Vintage Daisy is coming up tomorrow night. It starts at 7. I think Michelle is first at 7 at the Vintage Daisy, and then Chastita is at 8 with Custom Southern Co. And then I am on, is it Southern Custom Co? No, it's Custom Southern Co, I think. And then I am on, I gotta look that up and make sure I tell you the right thing. I don't want to give you the wrong name on her. I always mess her name up. Southern, hang on, UTHER, Custom Southern Co. I said it wrong. Custom Southern Co. is on at 8, and then I'm on at 9, and we're all on our own pages, and we keep trading around boxes. And so I found some stuff for the girls. Found some hats and some headbands and stuff. And then I found a bunch of vintage loose flowers. So I know the girls in the group are going to be super excited. I've got bags and bags. I sat and bagged them all up yesterday. This is just leaves. I've got 3 bags of just leaves. Some cool hats, lots of hats. They'll be excited about that, I'm sure. You guys have seen old hats. So, okay. Then let me show you these. I got myself a glass nail file for my purse. I always have to have one of those. I always have to have a nail file, and mine's getting kind of cruddy. So this, or not cruddy, but it's not doing its thing. So anyway, some guy had those, and he had, well, I'll show you. Not everybody at an antique show is antiques. There's a Tupperware booth. There was a booth selling sleeping pillows, like bed pillows and stuff. Anyway, this was a lamp finial. I think this is one. So the 3 that I'm going to show you here are treasures. I have, there's my other treasure. These were treasure. These go on the top of a lamp. I love the patina. I did add some gold to it. Super heavy. Hey, Tammy. Phyllis, those are really unusual. How are you, girl? I haven't seen you forever, Tammy. I noticed you commented it the other day. But anyway, love this lamp finial. Isn't that, can you see that coming out of the top of your lamp? I came home and was all excited to change my lamps out. It would go on the top of one of my fancy bottles too. Here's another, absolutely beautiful. Love. And then, so the one was 25, this one was 20, and then this one was 20. So, might have overpaid. I don't know. I thought I've never seen anything like them before, so I don't care if I overpaid because I love them. Can you see that on a bottle top? I mean, on an amber bottle. Is that not amazing? So yeah, so the guy with the leather photo album that wouldn't come down, and these 3 things, that's what I bought from him. He had, everything he had was good, and he only had a square, he had 2 square fold up card tables, and he was with a friend of his who I bought a bunch of jewelry, and she had rosaries again. She brought some rosaries for me. So I sold a lot of rosaries in my group last week, I think. And so I've got more rosaries. So I'm sure I'm not going to sell all that I have. So I'll be able to bring some out here to you guys after they go across the group first. Let's see here. Randy, can you take that? Randy, could you take that? Thank you. All right, I found a Santa. He was $10. He needs a little work. He's missing a shoe and a foot. He's holding a candle that's a little wonky. And his belt is off. But you know, I get the little strappy watch bands for their buckles. And sometimes you can get a little tiny black leather belt with a little buckle. So I can fix that too. But anyway, he's one of those cotton spun that's original. And I've shown you guys how to make reproduction, like how we make these with cotton batting. And in our group, it's a big thing we've done the last few years. Okay, and then as far as jewelry, let's see here. Let me see what else. I had a couple little reindeer. To put in my Christmas stash. And then the guy that I got the, let's see, what else did I get from him? I'm trying to find. I got a pin. Oops. I got a pin from him. Randy, that chicken stuff is ready to eat. It's It's all baked and warm. I can't find, I just bought some, it's not, oh, here they are. Here they are. He had a little thing of pins that was a nice size. We've been doing a, well, I didn't do it on this one. Of course I didn't. We did these journals in the group, and I was using, for an idea, was to put the pin as a binding. Instead of the seam binding, I put a safety pin, and I sold all of those in my sale. But anyway, it was really great. And you had the little silver part of the pin inside. So that's a neat idea. Anyway, I bought some pins to rust from him. And then, oh, here, this would be a better pin to show you. I bought some diaper pins from him to rust. And then these pins, I just got a couple from him. But he didn't have old things, but this type of a pin. So here, let me show you that again. So if you took, I'll just fold it back a little bit. But see, so if you did this, that would be your binding, is your pin. And then you could put a little, you know, a little ribbon on it like that, just to dress it up. But it was a super cute. I showed him how I hand stitched around the outside edge of this cutter quilt, and then how we made the little hearts. That's all in the group the last month or two. Okay, and then I really look for really old, crusty jewelry. It's fine if they've got things missing from them, rhinestones and things. It's got a look. They've got a look to them. There's another. So I picked up some pins like this. Just a whole box full. There's a old shoe clip. It's really crusty. And on the right things, the crustier, the better. Like, not kidding. This will just be like the bomb. I picked up a couple. What's this? Oh, I picked up a pretty cross. I picked up a couple of little bunnies. These were really sweet, little floppy-eared bunnies. I thought Millie would like them, and I love their ears, so I picked up a couple bunnies. Let's see what's in the bag. And then I'm always on the, oh, look at him. Oh, it's exciting. Oh, here's another pin to rust up. Here's a little metal bunny I found. The metal is always a little bit more, but he's great. The patina, the finish on him is great. So for your Easter decor, I'll put this up here with my Christmas stuff. And I only found one perfume bottle. It didn't have any perfume in it. I've learned my lesson. When you want these little bottles to add to your projects, like for instance, let's say on this one, I'm going to add, you know, this piece and maybe a little doily, and I'm going to put a little bottle on it or something with a bow. When you dump this out, it's really stinky. Like, the perfume is awful, and I just can't stand it. So I try to look for small bottles that are empty. And that fella that had new stuff, he had, let me see if I can find, he had little test tubes. I only bought 2, but really sweet. I thought I could put some seed pearls or something in there and stick that on a project. So I got a couple of those. But I started to say, one thing that I love to try and find is little earring sets. And the reason is, when you're paying $4 a set of earrings, at least you're getting 2. Like, if it's $4 each item, that means that this is $4. But I'm trying to find a pair. I don't have a pair. But this is $4. So I feel like I get 2 for the price of 1. So I like to look for earrings. Sometimes there is a pin that is just smashing, you know, that you just have to get. But for the most part, I am always on the hunt for earrings. Here's a set. It's got a little bit of green. There you can see a little flash of the green. Yeah, here's some. I don't mind them with color, because every once in a while I do a little color. This was a fun, whoops, this was a fun one. It'll hang really great on a project. Let me find, here's the back. So see, it'll be really great when it's attached. See, it'll be super great when it's attached to a project. So I like the wiggly ones too. I found some old ribbons, little tiny old ribbons. I bought that and bagged it all up. I spent last night bagging flowers mostly. Here's more. I got small bags of flowers, like lots of flowers. I found lots of flowers, and I went through my flowers as well because I had so many. Let's see. You see my bunny? I got this for an egg holder. I may have to keep this. I was picturing an egg on it when I bought it. So like this egg that I made with you guys, see, like an egg stand. How cute of an egg stand would that? I have no idea what it was. I assume a lamp part, but I'm not sure. But I thought that would make a cute little stand for an egg. I love the polka dots and they're glass. So that may be a keeper. I bought some advertising thimbles and I got those all bagged up yesterday. I found some really cute little ducky cookie cutters. Thought those were cute. I bought this bunny. I thought he was sweet, but he's missing an ear. But I thought I'd do a little bundle of seam binding, maybe put a little bundle around him, like under his chin or something, and then a big bundle up here with some flowers or something. But he's such a great, he's such a great little, great shape. He's just missing an ear. He's missing an ear right there. So anyway, I thought he was savable because he's pretty awesome. I found this. I thought this was cool. It is all fabric and like a sunshade, but it's small, like kid size. And I don't know, I thought that was super pretty. So I grabbed that. I got a bag of really old lace, vintage lace. And then I got a bag of old, look at all this, crochet thread. I got crochet thread, and then I got old spools to sort out. I've got to sort those out. I'm going to show you this thing I keep walking around. I don't know if anybody needs this or not. I shouldn't have done it. So I've been kind of looking for another cabinet. I don't have room for furniture here, but I have so many little things to display. So I wanted a cabinet for over my printer or something. And I found this cabinet and I loved it. And I told them, I think it looks a lot like the one I have. But I didn't realize it was so much like the one I have. And it's almost identical. And so I don't want it. So I bought this little cabinet. So if anybody needs a little cabinet, let me know. It's awesome. It's got 3 old wood shelves. It's got side windows. It's beautiful, but I don't need it. So I'm not gonna put it up because it's too much like the one I already have. I don't want to have 2 so similar, but I love the chippy white. It's perfect. Let's see, what else did I get? So I've had. Got a little bit of Easter, like really old looking Easter grass, but I love the color of it. I don't know why. A bag of cotton, but it's old, like old original pieces of cotton. They're just really cool. I don't know, I thought it was very cool, but I thought somebody might like that. Grab that. Grab a couple of button cards. Liked that one. And I liked this glass button card. And I grabbed this little one with hearts. It didn't have a whole lot on there, but I grabbed the hearts one. And I was messing around. So I had this breadboard that I made in my group forever ago, inspired by Ellen J. Goods, and on YouTube. And I used clay molds, and I used wood you bend around the edge. And anyway, I decided I wasn't going to keep it anymore. And so I painted it and added the flowers and waxed it out, and I love it. So it used to be like this color to look like a real one, and now it looks like that, and I love it. That was a fun project. I just did one night for kicks. Then my stepdad, we went to see him this weekend, and he's ready to sell out some of his coal mining lanterns. So I have some of those here. Really unusual ones. These were like you put them on your helmet, on your hard hat, not your helmet, your hard hat. And they were carbide, right, Randy? These carbide. Carbide, and they hung on their hard hats. And
you put a little water in it and it activates the sulfur, and then it burns. It kind of melts.
You put water and
A
sulfur.
little bit of water, just a few drops of water, and then you light it with that flint, and it lights.
Where's the flint?
It's in on the.
Is this little thing? The little switches?
It should be on the face of it.
Oh, right here. Oh, yeah. The little wheel they would spin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the little wheel you would spin. So these are very cool. So he had these, and this one he said was like the cleanest, best shaped one he had ever come across. So this has been in his collection for a long, long time. And then he's down to, he's got 4 left. This one's a lot like the one he gifted me. So these hang in the mines underground. Here is another nice one. And we were looking at why the hooks were so sharp. It is so sharp. And they said, we Googled it while we were over there because he didn't know. And it said so that you could put it in the wood beams, right, when you're down underground. So anyway, there's another one. Here's another. And then here's another. So they're all just a little different. I find them fascinating. I don't know. I know a lot of you guys, when I was doing the coal mining, the little pay tags, the little pay stubs, you were assigned a number and they had these giant, they look like diaper pins, but they're great big. And they pinned them to their outside of their coat. And every cart they would bring in, they would get a little brass number and they clip it on their pin, and they got paid by how many carts of coal they carried out of the mines. And so you used to be able to find those little pay things pretty affordable. I mean, I was able to sell them in the beginning. I could pick them up for $1 or $2 a piece, and now they are $4 to $6. It's nothing to find one for $10. It is very easy to find for $10. So that's kind of a bummer that some of you guys that have bought any of those number tags, I know they were all like, my dad used to work in a coal mine, or my grandpa, or whatever. So you guys can keep those and treasure them because they have gone way up in price. Anything brass seems to have. So that's about it. Besides the linens, I know all the rosaries on the other side of the table. They're laid out over there, but there's like a whole. See, there you go. You can see there's a whole bunch. My table is such a mess. So anyway, you guys know what the rosaries look like. So I haven't even gone through, like, do I even want to keep any? Let's see, what else do I have? I think that's about it. I did find this little basket with the needlepoint bunny on it. I thought that was super cute. And then the rest mostly is linens. So yeah. So anyway, we had a fun time. But yeah, that was the last show. So there won't be another show now until May. And in May is the Springfield Extravaganza. So it's a big one. We always spend the night in that one, but it's not until May. So that gives me time to finish going through all of the treasures that I found over the winter and keep putting them away and sorting. It's awful nice to have a dining room that you don't use because I pack it full of stuff. I kind of ran out of room in my craft room, and upstairs my website room is overflowing. So anyway, it's nice to have this room, and I gotta keep up with it. So a lot of this shopping is, for me to bring to the girls in the group and to share with you guys as well. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Oh, you do, Floyd? So you probably find stuff like that. That's how we are. Like Pennsylvania had a lot of mine work, and Ohio. Randy still has mines and underground mines. He sells drilling equipment, so he's still in that business. So they're kind of extra special to him. He's like, I don't know if I want to sell him. He gave me one. My stepdad gave me one that Randy's like, we can't sell that one. Let me go get it just to show you. I've shown you the other ones that my stepdad gave us. But this is one that it's incredible, and all of them online that I could find, he's got the little funnel with it that when you, oh, he was showing us, when you lift the lid, you put your little funnel in order to fill. Yeah, so this one's extra special, and it said 1880 to 1900 something, 1906 maybe, I don't know. But anyway, and it's all copper. We didn't clean it up or do anything with it, but this has been one that he's treasured too. And now my husband wants to treasure it for a while. So anyway, that'll be a keeper for a minute. And like I said, I've got some that match the tall, skinny ones, and I've got one of the carbide ones that he's given us. So anyway, I'll be bringing those in. I might put them on the website. I don't know. I think I'll put them in the first show, the first sale, and see what happens. And then in the group, and then I'll probably put them on the website, and then I'll bring them to you guys too, let you know they're there. So thanks for joining me. So jump over and see if Heidi's still on over at Joyful Artistry by Heidi. And I sent my thing, I'm going live. Join me. I hit send, and then I heard ding, not even 60 seconds later, and it was her going live. So I hate that I stepped on her. But anyway, maybe she's still going. So have a great evening, and thanks for joining me. And I hope everyone that wanted to see my haul was able to make this show. Your niece works in an underground mine. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh, Susie. Wow. I would worry about her, too. Yeah, I should screenshot these pictures for you, and you can show her, or screenshot these, and you can show her. She might enjoy seeing the old. She probably got some if that's what she does. She probably has them already, but they're kind of cool. And he had a ton of them, so he's kind of keeping the best, and this is like the end of it. So we're down to the good stuff. So anyway, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me. 48 of you. Holy, that's incredible. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.